When you leave the pitch, do you have a good intuition about how it went, or is it like they could just love it and you have no idea, and then they're not going to end up going with it? And then the opposite?
We went through that. I mean, we had the pitch and then we left and we felt good about doing it and we felt good about the way they responded, but they're executives. Like, their job is to sort of like not give you anything. Like, that's, like, all executives are probably really good at poker. Cause like that's their job. They can't, they're not gonna like open up a checkbook in the room. Be like, this is great. How much you want? Like they're not gonna do that. There's like all kinds of checks and balances that have to go on. So they can't really give you much of anything except for, undivided attention. So the pitch we had, the executives came in and it was undivided attention. Like, nobody was checking the phone. Nobody was doing this. Nobody had like other stuff they were flipping through. Like, it was us, the presentation, and them. And they were in it and we were in it. And that felt great. But, the pitch ends and they go, this sounds great. Send us the script. We'll be in touch. So you leave. So the good thing about that is send us the script. If you get people to the point where they want to read something, you've done something right. Because nobody wants to read anything. Nobody wants to read. You know what I mean? So that's the good thing that you pick up on. But you drive yourself nuts trying to figure out, well, did they think? What do they think? They said this word. Is that a good? You think that's a good? Dude, you drive yourself nuts. You gotta just kind of gotta rely on yourself and how good you feel about what you're doing, what you did, and then let the rest of it fall. And, broken record, best thing for that, have more material. Because if you've got other stuff, then you got one pitch with one project, but that's cool. If that doesn't fly, I got all this other cool stuff. So again, all this, sorry internet, have more stuff.
You said rely on yourself. Were you always that self-reliant?
No, probably not. I was more angry. First script I ever wrote, I wrote because I was angry at TV. I remember watching something. I don't even remember what it was, but I was like, seriously? This is supposed to be comedy? This is crap. You do better than this. And that's how I wrote my first script. So my first script was written out of anger. It was always just like, oh, I ain't bad at that. And then that evolved to sort of appreciating the process of what happens. You know what I mean? It's weird. Like, if you're working on a show, well, at least when I was working on a show, it's like a kid straight out of high school, I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the process. I had my job, which was to play the role that I had been hired to play, say these lines appropriately, and then, go hang out with my friends. I didn't know the process of like the writers having to sit with the showrunners and the director and let's change this, and the executives want this to be in the episode and you can't do that, and we've got all, I didn't pay attention to any of that. But you learn as you go. And then the first time you write something, the actual effort to actually write something in itself it's super easy to be like, that's stupid. Like, that's super easy. But like nobody sets out to like make something stupid. Like nobody's like, all right, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a shitty movie. Like, that's our goal. Like, nobody does that. There's a process that you go through, and the process from your brain to the screen, there's all kinds of stuff in between that. You know what I mean? So no, I think I just learned, and I got more comfortable with what I wanted to say, and I got more comfortable with the way I said it. I got more comfortable with my own process of how I wrote. I tried all the stuff and it just wasn't comfortable, and I never finished anything. But if I just kind of let myself get lost in the story, I ended up with a story. And I just decided, well, this is what works for me. If it sucks, it sucks, but I'm having fun. I like it.
Having been a teenager and being in the industry, still being in it now, do you think you've been able to separate the rejection from the work versus they're rejecting you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think everybody should live a year of their life as an actor. Like everybody. Just so that you can understand how meaningless no is. You know what I mean? Like, anybody can say no to anything. Okay, great. There's like billions of other people. There's all kinds of other stuff going on. Like, everything you've seen, somebody said no to it. Probably several people said no to it before you saw it. There's a thing that was on Twitter, which I got off of, which I'm so happy about. Anyway, there was this thing on the Twitter, and it was like, share your stories of rejection or something.
Right. Yep.
And you got all of these writers and actors, and everybody was just like, you know, I remember one guy was like, I sent my script to this festival, and they told me it was unfunny and unstructured. There was no focus, and there was nothing anybody could do with it. It premieres tonight starring Jim Carrey on Showtime.
I saw that tweet.
Right.
Yes, I saw the same. Yeah.
It's awesome. But like, if the dude had gotten all of that nonsense and been like, oh, well, I suck, and ripped up the script, we're done. You know what I mean? Who cares that that person said no to him?
I think I read it to you. Yeah, I think I read that. That's so funny.
It's like, you're going to hear no, and then you're going to get back up, and then you're going to do something else. And maybe in the no, you hear something that teaches you something. Or it doesn't. Who cares? Whatever. You keep going. So, and I think acting is like, that's all you do as an actor is get told no. No, 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 not you. Oh, no, 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 thank you, no, no. And then all of those people become stars. So yeah, I think everybody should be an actor for a year of their life, just so that they can understand that rejection is kind of pointless.